Now picture this. It's the end of the year. You've worked hard, maybe for 40 years or more, and you finally reached that stage where Social Security and Medicare are supposed to make life easier. You're planning the holidays, maybe thinking about resolutions for 2025, but here's the thing, there are a few decisions, really important ones, that could quietly cost you hundreds or even thousands of dollars if you don't take care of them before December 31st. I'm not talking about some government bonus check or a secret program. I'm talking about real money you've earned and small timing mistakes that can reduce how much of it actually ends up in your pocket. So today, we're breaking down the most important Social Security and Medicare deadlines, tax moves, and benefit tips you should know before the year ends. All in plain English. No confusing government talk. Let's jump right in. Why year-end deadlines matter. Here's the truth. Social Security isn't a set-it-and-forget-it system. It's more like a puzzle where the pieces shift a little bit every year. Things like Medicare premiums, income thresholds, tax rules, and earnings limits all get updated. The government does technically send out letters about these updates, but they're written in the kind of language that makes your eyes glaze over halfway through. So it's easy to miss key opportunities, and that's where people lose money. Not because the system is unfair, but because it's complex. Think of this as your financial year-end tune-up. Just like you check your car before a long road trip, this is your chance to check your benefits before heading into 2025, because once that calendar flips to January 1st, some doors close for good, or at least until next year, and the missed savings can add up quickly. Medicare premiums, the hidden surprise. Let's start with Medicare because it's one of the biggest year-end traps. If you're on both Social Security and Medicare, your Medicare Part B premium is automatically deducted from your Social Security check each month. But here's where it gets tricky. Your premium amount isn't based on your current income. It's based on your income from 2 years ago. So the amount you'll pay in 2025 is based on what you earned in 2023. And if your 2023 income was higher, say you sold some investments, worked an extra few months, or had a big retirement account withdrawal, Medicare assumes you're still making that much. That can push you into what's called IRMAA, the income-related monthly adjustment amount, which means higher premiums for both Part B and Part D coverage. Now, if your income has since dropped, maybe you retired, your spouse passed away, or your financial situation changed, you don't have to just accept that higher premium. You can actually appeal it by filing Form SSA 44 for a life-changing event. Here's the catch. You want to start that process before the new year, because if you wait until January, you could be stuck paying inflated premiums for a few months while the paperwork goes through. That's hundreds of dollars that could have stayed in your pocket. So, if your income went down recently, double-check your Medicare premium letter, and if it's higher than expected, get that appeal started this month. Taxes and Social Security withholding. Next up, taxes. A lot of people think, I'm retired, I don't need to worry about taxes anymore. But the truth is, up to 85% of your Social Security benefits can be taxable, depending on your total income. Now, here's where things often go wrong. Social Security doesn't automatically withhold taxes from your checks unless you tell them to. That means if you have other income from a pension, part-time work, or retirement withdrawals, you might owe more than you expect come April. The fix? You can ask the SSA to withhold federal income tax from your benefits using Form W-4V. You can choose to have 7%, 10%, 12%, or 22% withheld. If you make this change in December, it'll take effect in January. Perfect timing for the new tax year. But if you wait until January to submit it, that change may not show up until February or March, leaving you under withheld and facing a big tax bill or even IRS penalties later. So, before you toast the new year, make sure your withholdings are set up the way you want. It's a 5-minute form that could save you a world of stress. Earnings test and working while on Social Security. Now let's talk about the earnings test because it's one of the most confusing and misunderstood rules in Social Security. If you start collecting Social Security before your full retirement age, FRA, and you're still working, there's a limit to how much you can earn before your benefits start getting reduced. In 2024, the limit is $22,320. For every $2 you earn above that, Social Security temporarily withholds $1 of your benefits. Now, the good news is, once you hit your FRA, those withheld benefits aren't lost forever. The SSA will recalculate your payment and credit those months back to you. But in the short term, you'll see smaller monthly deposits, which can really mess with your cash flow. So, as you wrap up 2024, look at your total income. If you're near that threshold, consider whether it makes sense to defer some income. Maybe push a bonus or part-time hours into January. That could help you stay under the cap and keep your benefits intact. And if you'll hit full retirement age in 2025, there's a higher limit, $59,520. But it only applies to the months before your birthday month. After that, you can earn as much as you want with no penalty. These are small details, but the difference can easily add up to thousands of dollars. Married couples coordinating spousal benefits. If you're married or widowed, there are even more moving parts. Spousal benefits allow the lower earning spouse to claim up to 50% of the higher earner's benefit amount, but only if the higher earner has already filed for their own benefits. That means if you've been delaying filing to grow your own benefit, your spouse may be missing out on money they're entitled to right now. Year end can be a good time to review that strategy. Maybe you've reached full retirement age and it finally makes sense for both of you to start collecting. Or maybe one of you should wait longer to maximize survivor benefits. Social Security applications can take several weeks to process, so if you decide to file before year end, do it sooner rather than later. Fixing mistakes or changing your mind. Here's something most people don't realize. If you filed for Social Security early and regret it, you can get a do-over. But there's a strict 1-year window. You can withdraw your application within 12 months of your first entitlement date, pay back what you've received, and start over later at a higher benefit rate. That's a huge opportunity if you jumped the gun. But the 12-month clock doesn't pause. If that anniversary falls in December or early January, you need to act now. Similarly, once you reach full retirement age, you can suspend your benefits to earn delayed retirement credits, roughly 8% more per year until age 70. Again, the timing of when you start or stop that suspension matters for your 2025 benefit amount, the simple stuff that causes big problems. Now let's talk about the little things, the easy-to-miss details that can still cause headaches. Every year, thousands of payments get delayed or lost because people move and forget to update their mailing address or bank account. If your payment bounces back to the Treasury, it triggers a verification process that can take weeks or even months to sort out. So, if you've moved, changed banks, or closed an old account, update your information on ssa.gov before the year ends. Same goes for folks receiving paper checks. SSA is moving everyone toward direct deposit. Missing that transition deadline can freeze payments temporarily. And if you're a representative payee managing benefits for someone else, make sure you've got your 2024 records organized. Annual accounting reports are due in January, and SSA takes those deadlines seriously. Quick checklist: what to do before December 31st. Let's wrap this up with a simple checklist. 1. Review your income. Did your income drop recently? Consider an IRMAA appeal, Form SSA 44. 2. Check your taxes. Review withholdings using Form W4V. 3. Look at your earnings. If you're under full retirement age, check if you're nearing the 2024 limit of $22,320. 4. Update your info. Mailing address, direct deposit, and bank accounts. 5. Review spousal and survivor benefits. See if filing this year could help. 6. Fix any mistakes. If you want to withdraw or suspend your benefits, check your 12-month window. 7. Get paperwork in early. Don't wait until the last week of December. Processing times slow down around the holidays. Here's the bottom line. You've spent your life paying into the system. You earned these benefits, but you still have to protect them. The system doesn't make it easy. It's full of moving parts, deadlines, and technical terms, but that's exactly why staying informed matters. A few smart moves before December 31st can mean a smoother, more secure year ahead. All right, that's it for today's breakdown. If this video helped you understand how to keep more of your money in 2025, Do me a favor, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss future deep dives on US politics, the economy, and how government decisions affect your wallet. This is Buck Breakdown, helping you cut through the noise and get to the facts that actually matter. Thanks for watching. Take care, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next one.